Enjoy? That's not something they're used to be playing around. Oh, and there's nothing except my life linker. Hello everyone, it's Sloth here, and today we will be playing AGGRO'S, finally, because it's been a while since we revisited AGGRO'S, possibly since the bans, right? So we are playing a bit of a control-ish pile with a lot of planeswalkers, a lot of sweepers, and one of the coolest things about this deck, we are not playing Brotherhood's End, because it's sorcery, yuck. We are playing instant speed sweeper, and you will see it in today's video how much you can get everyone with this card. Nobody expects it, nobody plays around it, and especially not mono red that just plays card after card when they have mana available. And suddenly, if you trade 3 for 1, the game is yours basically. Against Celestial Enchantments, this card is absolutely busted. Naturalis, like their spirits, Kami, everything before the counters dies, including Calyx by the way. Harvester, Underdog for your turn to play for Ob-Nixilis the Adversary, one of the big cards for the deck, and our planeswalkers are Sorin and Chandra outside of Ob-Nixilis. So we have really powerful planeswalkers that can absolutely carry the game on their own. Big Score is perfect combination with Chandra, of course, together with Burn Down the House, and you can be surprisingly aggressive with this deck. Underdog, Harvesters into Burn Down the House that is possibly doubled with Chandra means that you can kill them very quickly. Don't forget Ob-Nixilis drains their life very quickly as well. And we kind of forgot to mention the synergies, because Vampire's Vengeance not only sweeps the board, it sweeps the board for mostly your opponent only, because 2 Toughness Harvester is Vampire. Your tokens from Sorin are vampires. Evelyn, Vampire. So only Underdog gets swept, and it's very useful in the graveyard, so you don't care. Trespasser has 3 Toughness, so it doesn't die. So it makes for insane combat trick. If you line everything up, you can trade basically the whole board in your advantage. There's one card that was not included for the video, but I really think that it's worth adding, so I added it after, before making this intro. Mirrex. We didn't play with Mirrex, and it can be felt against control decks. Control decks are really low amount of meta, but still, we don't really lose anything into color deck, and we get a lot of pressure. You will probably see better results with Mirrex than you have seen in, this version that I played. And it's already really good, so we ranked up with in Mythic with this one. So guys, if you enjoy AGGRO'S, if you enjoyed this kind of interesting flavor for a control deck, because I think we all enjoy instant speed sweeping, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, comment, tell me what you think and if you enjoyed it. And yeah, let's go into the games and have fun. Alright, opponent goes first. We have 2-drop into a lot of removal, so we take it. It is a Gandalf, so probably some kind of aggro, right? When you see Gandalf, it's like 90% aggro, man. Like, it actually, they do it to not give away what they are playing, but in reality, they actually give away what they are playing usually. Sometimes it is a control deck, but so rarely, man. I like the flavor, though. And we are playing on the right board for the avatars and all this stuff. And, oh, I should stop making stops, but I still need to eat the cake, alright? This one cannot be eaten. That's the biggest existential pain right now for me. At least we can bounce this thing. Is there anything more? I don't think there is, right? But it's still fun. Wow, that was such a hard play. I forgot I'm playing against aggro. So what do we do? What do we do? They will definitely play everything on curve, right? I think we go like this, because the play is Brutal Qatar, which is not super optimal, and then we can kill it, possibly even with the war to ambush something, and then we get nice trade. Maybe that's the play, we'll see. Man, like you can see the pain of trying to figure out those plays. The Peacekeeper, perfect. So probably go for the throat. This also forces us to go for the throat on the Peacekeeper. Then they decided for go for the throat, sure. We mitigate some of the damage thanks to Underdog being in the play. If he attacks, we definitely block this. Yeah, I guess they wanted to name it if they want to attack, because I can just trade right now. and then go Edict into go for the throat, and they are unhappy with the results, you know. Do I take this 3 damage? I think it's worth it, man. I think I should not play this land, that was a mistake. We also get some nice life gains, so yeah, I mean, I like my situation kinda. We didn't hit a sweeper, so there's that. It would definitely help a lot. Like, imagine having the vampire thingy at instant speed. We would trade 2 for 1 while, you know, he's attacking, and then we could trade for the Peacekeeper or something. Or just answer the Peacekeeper with the sweeper. That would be super cool. Then that's the only creature on the board, and he names whatever, and then we Edict. Alright. Oh, that's a little bit desperate. Alright. We will take it. Initiate, probably not too much of a loss, but still, it's a card. So he's trying to basically try to kill us right now. Alright, alright, alright. So we will have... Okay, that makes sense, I guess. Let's play this land. Because we cannot target this right now. And if we go for the Edict, it's not exactly what he wants. However, we can still go like this. And Sorin makes always, you know, some problems for them. They can use Skrelv ability, but the problem is that they know what they have. They would never play around this stuff if they didn't see it. And it makes it much easier for them because they know exactly what the possibilities are for us. So they can basically tailor exactly, you know, the opposite of what we want to do. I think he wants to switch it into nighttime, maybe, possibly. There is no downside to it. We can make a new token with Sorin. Talia, sure. And we get the life gain, of course. The draws are pretty abysmal though, so that's something we need to be a bit careful of. We could also try to just hit a sweeper and win the game. Nearly all of the sweepers win the game right now, man. Will I die? 6? He can use Skrelv on everything, man. That was a really good draw for him. So 6, 9, 10, 13. We are not dead in one turn. If we draw something, we probably will be. But if that's a sweeper, any kind of sweeper, we will have a very good situation. Alright, I mean, I'll take it. It is something. I can also use the Edict. And we have a blood token for the next turn. There's also Sorin. The most important part is that we don't flip into the night time, which with Brutal Catar would be really problematic for us. He also cannot really attack. He's in full top deck mode. I think he made a very bad attack on the previous turn, right? Yeah, like he didn't lose anything, but he also didn't gain anything. That's my point. And he's in full top deck mode. We have 5 cards, so it's generally beneficial for us a little bit more. And now he cannot really attack, right? Because, like, look how much this Sorin slowed the game. It's like insane, man. Alright, and if they want to Skrelv to make sure that Sorin dies, then they cannot protect Brutal Catar, and they know we can kill it. Alright, interesting. Alright. Which creature do you love the most, and which one you hate the most? He needs all of the creatures, that's the problem. Honestly, Talia probably is the best to sacrifice, but she's not... Like, he needs her right now, because that's the only attack. If he sacrifices Vanguard, Talia doesn't kill Sorin anymore. If he goes for Peacekeeper... I mean, Peacekeeper is probably a decent sack. Skrelv is one of the most important cards, so he also doesn't want to do it. And just like this, Sorin lives. Easy. Look how much you can stall the game by just making it awkward for them.
I'll fix that.
Alright. very good. Can I draw a sweeper, please? Like at any point in this game? Like a single sweeper in whole deck, it would be great. Alright, this really hurts me. But I survive, right? It's not like we are dying. We are at 8. We are at 8. So he attacks with everything. It's 9 damage. We block this one. It's not great, man. I think we have to take it anyway. You know what's the cool play? We could make an underdog for 2 life, but then we cannot use go for the throat. Alright. I might regret it super hard. I might regret it super hard. Let's go for double red for burn down the house. Let's get the chorus and try to cycle another card. We still can draw a sweeper and win the game instantly. It will be even better. Alright, the Trespasser is a good draw. It's not perfect, but it's a pretty decent one. Right? Alright, that's my first card. It's nighttime, so it will be a 4-4, so he kinda cannot attack with anything. And Sorin is still here, man. Also, double life gain really helps. Like, we basically recouped half of the Sorin big score cost. Do I want to get rid of Scarf right now? Probably not yet. I think I will do it on the next turn. Oh, I don't have blood tokens, never mind. I would do it again. I already did this, man. It was some great shame scooping material. Alright, 1 card from the top. What you gonna do, Gandalf? The big score. Big score is pretty expensive because you usually go big score into a removal or something. Man, we still didn't cast this go for. That's a nice card from the top. Fortunately, it's nighttime. If not, that would be the best draw of his deck right now, man. I want to double spell, man. Because then I can sweep the whole board, basically. But how do we do it? How do we do it? But I think it's a big score material right now. We don't need to do anything right now because we are kinda slowly ahead. And he cannot flip because he's not keeping cards. Generally, in this situation, I think you should keep the card to at least bluff. Like, you don't get any value from playing a land. So at least keep it. And your opponent needs to basically think that, wow, alright, that's a good one. That is a good one. So I think we want to respond to it right now then. Alright, have fun. Because you ain't getting this value. But that's not what I wanted. We basically use this in worse way just to beat his incredible top deck, man. Like, probably Officer would be close enough to this, but this is like, it makes his full attack basically kill us in 1 turn, so we kinda have to answer to this just to negate the power that he just drew. Alright, nobody expects an instant sweeper. And we have a blood token, that's also cool. Makes it awkward for him to attack on this turn. Let's see. He actually paid, man. He actually paid. I love it. Alright, so what you gonna do? They have first strike, so that's something to consider. And he wants to give us the Trespasser. That's really cool. I love it. I think he's not playing this very well. Right? So if he goes 3 damage here, we kill him. If he goes 2 damage, 1 damage, we kill him. Cool. And he deals 1 damage with this attack, and then we get Trespasser back, so it means that we heal 2. Doesn't seem like a great deal for me. Thank you. I don't think he expected what the outcome will be, to be honest, but maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I'm wrong. Let's use the blood token anyway, I don't need so many lands. And I guess we won without an actual sweeper, we used the mini one. Alright, now we can go big score on the cliffs. And here are finally the cards we needed. Alright, so we can start killing him very nicely. That will be a lot of damage. I want to attack just to get the sweet life gain. And you know, just forcing him to die on the next turn. I could go burn down the house, attack with everything maybe. That's the explosion moment, by the way. Let's give him a moment of silence. Alright. That was a weird game. We burned down the house earlier, we'll just play it and sweep everything, but you know, we don't need it as we can see. Oh, that's very nice. Cool attack. So we will play Evelyn. This means he cannot defend very well. Alright, those are definitely some cards. We only block like this, because we cannot kill it in any way. Alright, I will play, you know, your planes, just to show stuff. And how much we deal? Probably enough, right? So let's do the thing. Let's create some devils. And let's count the damage. So 2 of them will be blocked, this and this. So it's 4, 7, go. We also have some our creatures, right? Trespasser. And the Tenacious Underdog. Because we ain't needing it. Alright, that was the game. I'm not sure why he's in the game. Bruh. I mean, maybe he just wants to, you know, go the full way until the lethal is here, so let's appreciate the moment. Alright. Alright, that was an interesting win for sure. Alright, we are going... Oh, that might be the start we wanted. Can we finally get the standard Rakdos Ob-Nixilis start? Let's see. Oh no, it probably won't work, right? Alright, Vampire's Vengeance. I think we go with Harvester, just because Vampire's Vengeance can clear the board on his side only, and that would be a huge advantage for us. Double Ob-Nixilis not as amazing against Mono Red, unfortunately, but we'll try to get there. And play with fire. As always, our opponent just having a perfect opening. Alright. So this will be a good sweeper right now. Hopefully he plays Adversary, or Squee maybe. Ah, he doesn't. We have 2 of those, so let's go like this. We clear the board while he attacks. We are not guaranteed to get the 4th land though, so that's a little bit painful. Alright, I hoped for a Lightning Strike to be honest, but I guess Kumano has to be enough. If I don't draw a land right now, and this is the worst draw in the whole deck. Like literally, it's the worst draw. So how do we deal with this? It's looking really bad right now. That wasn't a play with fire. Alright, let's try like that. Oh no, but maybe we can go with Casualty. Let's try like this, cycle Chandra, and try to hit those lands, maybe later. Not sure. Maybe I should do it main phase just to play the land, but I don't like tapping out fully. Alright, Feldon. Super annoying. Just because of the counter, otherwise it would be perfect for us. Alright, and we have to give him a perfect card as well, right? What can you do, man? At least it wasn't exiled because the Kumano is not transformed yet. So, land or the cheek? Let's see what he wants. Alright, if he had like Raiju or something, I would guess he draws a land, right? Maybe he hasn't in the hand, hard to say. Alright. We try to go for Sorin. We make a vampire. And the game will depend on what he draws and what he has in the hand. He should know, he should have it. Alright. 2 of them. 3 of them? That's a weird play, man. I mean, I won't block then for 1 turn. Alright. I mean, I think I know what we are going for then. I will take the lifelink probably first. Don't forget this is a vampire, so it doesn't die to Vampire's Vengeance. Alright. Alright, so what is the play? I mean, Vampire's Vengeance. That's a good play. He has one card, it seems to be an instant. But he doesn't want to play it, that's weird. Enjoy? That's not something they are used to be playing around. Oh, and there is nothing except my lifelinker. I should probably cycle one of the cards, but I'm sorry, I'm just too excited. Lifelink? The most painful thing for every aggro player ever. And here's the lightning strike they didn't want to use before. Cool. Now we will play the Underdog into Harvester, and on the next turn we can casualty Ob-Nixilis, which means that we can life gain every single turn, and that will make them scoop if those two creatures won't. Because he does... oh... you know, the classic red card draw. Yep. Honestly, the most efficient card draw, probably in Standard, 2 mana for 2 cards. Of course they are lower quality, so it's absolutely fine. Alright. It is a vampire, worth noting. We attack with Tenacious Underdog first. They generally don't block ever, right? And now we go for casualty. We get rid of this one. We can use it from the graveyard. And here we go. So, the original will go to 1 loyalty. And this one will start pressuring and healing us. We have 2 blockers. Feldon will be annoying, but what can you do about it? And they're out, as expected. Alright, that was pretty fun, man. The instant sweeper always gets them. Nobody expects it ever, man. Alright, we are on the draw with our good friend Uriel Angel. And he seems to be playing mono blue. Alright, I honestly wanted to concede this game at the start. Before we started playing. Let's go with hello and this one. Yeah, because I wanted to change something in the build, but now I cannot, so let's go like this. We start with this one. Alright. So, we are against mono blue, we definitely want some removal up, so Go for the Throat is a strong card. Vengeance and Blessed Board not perfect right now. He knows we have no removal. And that might be good. He will definitely realize that he wouldn't see a removal, but maybe that prompts him to play the Djinn. Nope, not really. Good call, good call. If we play this, he counters it. I think we... The big problem for us is that we cannot play land for the next turn, and he will. So, in this turn we got super outscaled, we didn't really do anything. And we are not sure if we can go for the Sorin. I mean, I will play this. It's not good at all, and we'll get the blood token. Alright, we naturally drew a land. The problem is that we need to keep playing at instant speed. And that's not what we like. I think I will try it this time, because if I can resolve the big score, that's not it. I need something bigger, bro. You know, first for Discover last turn. Perfect. That's exactly the type of stuff I needed. Alright, we will have a lot of treasures, which really helps. So, you know, the start was really hard, but I think that we are making some headway. The flow of knowledge is a big problem, because we cannot interact with it in any way, literally. And if he just casts it, he gets infinite cards. The shark. The shark is here, but the shark will also die. Probably making a token. We'll see. Alright, my turn. We are not burning treasures yet, we can do it later as well. Alright, this is extremely important turn. He has one counter spell. Let's start with this one. He probably doesn't want Super to counter it, but I guess maybe he does. Alright, Fading Hope is okay. Fading Hope is actually pretty good for us. Alright, this is very important. If he will Spell Pierce, I will cry. And I cannot check it right now. So there is Fading Hope in his hand. One of the cards is Fading Hope. This is our gameplay. Game deciding play. We'll see how it goes. Alright. Alright. It went through? That's good. So the main one will get -2. I think. Or we try to ultimate both. A creature is not super relevant. I think I will try to keep up the pressure as soon as possible. Right? I'm not sure, maybe making the Devil is better. We can make Devil on the next turn with Burn Down the House, so you know what, let's try to keep this... I want to save Loyalty basically, because he has some board pressure or presence, but he cannot activate it easily. He gave up the Shark, that's interesting. I mean, with double op, we have some ways to go around it. It will be hard, but thanks to cycling of all the bird cards for the matchup early game, and honestly, even if you don't really get any value of this, you get a blood token, and at some point in the game, it will just cycle one of the cards that isn't meaningful for the matchup at all. Alright. Going extremely aggressive. That will be a bit of a problem because we cannot block Jhin. Unfortunately. I mean, we can play Sorin, I guess. I guess. And the Trespasser will be pretty good because it makes Jhin much weaker, but it's slow. I can also make the Devils and try to go super aggressive. I don't have a land. I could play this attack and use the Flameblast Ball to kill the Jhin, but probably he has something. Alright, this... Alright, I think I know. This one will be on minus, so it might die to this, and he has Fading Hope, I think. I'm not sure if he discarded it, I wasn't paying attention, to be honest. Yeah, so that's the Fading Hope. But that also means a full tap out. On top, so he likes it.
Pleasure doing business with you.
I wanted to go above the Jhin power and just exile a card. In this situation, I really don't want to give up the Ob-Nixilis, to be honest. So I think we might do something like this.
Out of my way.
It pressures a lot of points at the same time. Burn Down the House is perfect, except situation like this. Super not cool. And this is the card that we cannot answer. This is the card we feared from the start. Alright, let's see the attack. He already used 2 Fading Hope, so it's not guaranteed that he will get the next one. Alright. Going into attack phase, so this will go on the 1 loyalty guy, and he wants to kill Ob-Nixilis. We can force 1 counter spell, and that's pretty cool. We lose 1 of the Ob anyway, right? However, we can save a blocker. He wants to go for the damage. I still think we want to try to force him to counter our board.
Will be cruel and painful.
What if we did it like this, my friend? And if he taps out to save it, we just burn down the house, hopefully, and clear the board. And we can even save Ob-Nixilis this way. Until he plays another Flow of Knowledge, because we cannot win if he has another one.
is my
Like, we fall two behind, I think. Let's draw a card. Alright, I'll take it.
Dire times call for dire tactics.
Alright, this was the play. Like, if he has another counter spell, we are in huge trouble. Alright, in this situation, the game is on. Consider is fine. Just Flow of Knowledge. That's the card we need to avoid for this turn. Then we can play Sorin Trespasser. Alright, Jin. Scary, but acceptable. And here, of course. Of course, man, this card is such a menace. If you don't counter this, like, you cannot win the value game over a long time. Yeah, I think that's it. I don't think we can win after the second one. Like, we can try to diminish a little bit. It will get probably countered. Like, let's start with this one so he can also do something while we think.
Defy me, and you
Yeah, like, even in night time we can exile like top 3 power of this. It's way too little. I think we'll just try to play it off and just buy time, I guess, but it's not looking hot. This is everything we can do, but at the second Flow of Knowledge, like, it was too much. He didn't miss a single beat this game. Damage should not matter, so let's start going with like negates and stuff. Theoretically, maybe we can slow him down a little bit. I think he will just Fading Hope the token, kill Sorin or whatever, and just keep going from there. Yep, here we go. Alright, so I think that we'll be losing. We'll check one card from the top. But he just drew, man. Let's see the libraries. 24, like, it's hard to beat 18 extra cards. And it's not super late into the game, it's just turn, what, 8, 9, something like this. Alright, I think the game is done, so let's go with the next one. Yeah, those Flow of Knowledge, if you don't have a counter spell to just counter them, it's hard to beat such amount of free value. Alright, we are going first. We have a decent start. With Harvester we should start hitting our land, so, you know, pretty decent so far. We have some value with Sorin and Big Score, so we probably want to hit Chandra as soon as possible. That would help. Alright, let's see what the deck is. Alright, it can be Dimir Toxic. Let's go like this because we want to be on curve right now. And it's still card for card, you know. With the Harvester we have some pressure in the board. The problem is I cannot draw land and Ob-Nixilis in the same turn, and that's generally what we want. So it is indeed the thing. Let's attack first. They didn't go for Proliferate Removal, but maybe because they don't have poison. So I think they will poison me and then remove this withdrawn in Icor. I will get rid of one removal. I don't want to get rid of it, but I need to get rid of something. Alright, Mana Scroll, that's perfect. Alright, so the fact that he didn't get a poison start is a big deal. Let's see if he does it now. This is this 3 mana removal. Man, if I will never draw a removal, like a land, like, the game is nearly over, man. Like, I basically time walk 2 times for 0 mana and 0 cards. That's not really a situation where you wanna be. And I already cycled the card even. Like, we drew 11 cards, man. Only 2 of them were lands. So we are super behind, and it's painful because our curve would be extremely good if we start hitting lands. Alright, that's a start. Trespasser is really good. Is there anything we want to exile? Not really. But this creates a lot of pressure, and Burn Down the House can finish him. If we get to 5 mana ever. But as 4 mana we have Big Score. Alright. So he is forced to start using Proliferate without being hit a win con, so that's good for us. Even though the creature will die, it means he cannot activate the poison synergies, and he is kinda wasting cards right now. And the Harvester here doing like a vampire god's work, man. So is this Sorin? This might be Bring the Ending. If he casts something, then I big score. Alright, so it starts. Let's go with... Oh, this will be risky, but I will go like this. I think this can hit their hybrid thing. Alright. Not the best cards from the top, but at least we have land, right? I would prefer something like Chandra, that would be helpful. Alright, so this will drown in Icor, probably, and he starts proliferating like crazy, so we don't have much time. That's a very bad choice, I would say. I mean, I don't know his hand, so it suggests his hand is pretty awful. Because he doesn't really get any advantage from this. Like, he just spent mana for nothing. And we like it. We like it very much. Let's see if he wants to do something. Alright, there's no priority on removal. So first we go with Sorin, so we have mana to pay. We are at 1, so Bring the Ending is not a hard counter spell. I will pay 2, my friend. Do you have another one? Not really. That's why we didn't go with Burn Down the House. I mean, I guess I had the mana, right? 3-5. Not sure, but it still was better play. Yeah, kinda.